everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing, Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernutt.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. third down from the gun. Dalton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Kyshawn Jarrett makes the stop. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at the 2. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They come out here in the I. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Detroit! On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Third and 2 for Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Dalton throwing on second down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. A very solid gain of 27. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. 380. Evans, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one. He's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wondered maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete. Flainer, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Strong right. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what? The Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Let me feel you. Let's go, Stan. Make some noise.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it, because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 1 receiver to the left is Evans. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, Martin. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. He's got time. And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Watch it now, Barney, green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Yards to go here on second down. Second down, Dalton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Third down from the gun, Dalton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green, Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. William Golston able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30. Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And the play clock's running down. So Dalton now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Dalton to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Play clock winding down. And they'll run it here. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the I. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense...
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Got three. Three down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll give it to him right up the gut as he's got this down inside. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, is he harnessed it.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Second down following the run. Now a run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.